Benno, tough place to come, not just because of how good the team are, but the partisan atmosphere as well. But you guys seem to handle that brilliantly today.
Yeah, I think you have to look forward to these challenges. Obviously, they're top of the league. Won a lot of games this season, and they're up there for a reason. As the gaffer saying, you have to show every team in the league respect, prepare properly. We did that, and thankfully come away with all 3 points, which is a fantastic result at the top of the league.
And for yourself, your first league goal of the season as well. You said about time, just off camera.
Yeah, it is about time. Yeah, everyone's got to chip in with goals. I think a lot gets made of strikers scoring goals. Thankfully, Ryan and Dan have been brilliant this season and got themselves on the score sheet a lot. Luke Lee, obviously from midfield as well. As a group of defenders, I think we've got really good clean sheet record now. But that's not just the back three or Marco or the back five, if you like. That starts from Ryan Bowman up top, defending from the front. And I think that's the important thing. And if we can share the goals around, we've got to do that as a team, because they share the defensive workload as well.
The gaffer told us that you've been joking before the game that the wing back needs to get more involved in the goals. Bit of pressure on George Nurse now, then, I guess.
Yeah, but Nurse has come up with he got an assist in the last game. He's got an assist today as well. You got if you're not scoring, can you create? And then if you can't do either of them, be solid. Stop the opposition coming down your side too often and creating chances for the opposition. And if you can't do the other two in the attacking sense, be good at the other one, and then everyone's happy. I think as a wing back, you've got to try and help the team going forward and defending. It's a tough role, but it's one that I think especially for George, he's spent a lot of time this season in that left centre half slot, and it's a different role for him going into pushing forward one now. And what's wrong with you, man? He's now relishing pushing forward a bit more.
You mentioned the clean sheet record there earlier, when Marco at least is one away from tying Shrewsbury Town's League One clean sheet record for a single season. And you say everyone's helping towards that sort of thing. He's looking good to set a record there. Yeah, let's hope he can. If he does, that will only be good for the team. That means we're collecting more points. You've got to try not to look at them things, really. I think it's an outstanding achievement if he can break that record, considering especially we didn't get our first clean sheet till I think mid-October or something. That all good teams are built on the back of solid defences. You have to look at this team that we played against today, top of the league, and I think their record defensively is very strong, and do that throughout a season and you'll win more games than you don't. You mentioned your fellow goal scorers there earlier, the two strikers. Just a word on their performances today as well, and obviously in their form recently as well has been brilliant. Yeah, outstanding. Ryan Bowman works his tail off for the team every single week, doesn't always get the rewards that deserves, and then the gaffer played, I think he played Blocko and Dan, or Ryan got a bit of a rest, and then gaffer talks a lot about working in credit. You have to work hard for the team and you'll get them opportunities, and he's done that. He didn't score for a couple of games, and then his work rate was unbelievable, his work for the team, and then he gets his rewards last week or in midweek, and then he obviously gets another one today, which is fantastic. And Udo, when he hits the ball, I wouldn't want to be a keeper in the way of it, or a defender, to be honest. And both of them on the score sheet today, and long may that continue. On the red card, tactically, how did that change the game for yourselves? Obviously we get a bit more of the ball, obviously, but I think Rotherham are going to do what Rotherham do, whether they've got 11 men, 10 men, and particularly at home with this crowd. I think you could see in spells in the second half, for 5-10 minutes, the crowd were urging them to push on to us, and they did it, responded to it. And I think it was key that we got the second goal, just to kind of not kill the game off, but you take away their spirit, really. When it's 1-0, there's always a chance that they can get a set piece or score a goal on the counter attack, and thankfully that didn't happen today. And then just finally for me, 426 travelling away fans, what a day out for them, and you sent them home with the 3 points as well. Sun shining. Let's watch their team win 3-0 at top of the league. Doesn't get much better, does it? And thanks for their support, and hopefully we've sent them home happy today, and got another game to look forward to next week. Yeah, great. Thank you, Benno.